What's going on, guys? It's Legend and welcome to a mod spotlight on Runic Scrolls. This is my mod, I made it, and yeah, I feel like the forum post that I made doesn't have that good information on it, so I'm just making this video as a walkthrough on how this mod works. Very simple, really. Now we start off with these fragments, and you craft them like so. So to make these runic fragments, these are just plain shards of fragment stuff. It's 3 redstone, a gold nugget will get you 2. So not too bad, not too bad. You can use this then to make the other 4 types of shards here, the fragments that you'll need. So 2 runic fragments and sugar will make 2 aquite. A piece of dirt will get you terite. A feather will get you ventite, and a flint will give you ignesite. So yeah, so the kind of way this works is water, earth, air, and fire, kinda. The elementals, as such. And this one we will get to later. Now, first of all, these are the basic shards that you'll need. You can use these then for crafting the shards. So if we have a look at shards here, we've got these shards there. They're crafted as a 4x4 from these respective shards here. Very easy to do. Or from the fragments, you get these. So same all around, very easy to make, and that's the basis of this mod. You need these 9 things here to do all sorts of things. Now, okay, so the first thing in this mod is probably the main attraction, is these scrolls. Now you need to start off with an empty scroll to make any of them, and that is crafted with 8 paper and a diamond. Very simple. Then you can make any of these 4 scrolls just with these shards. Very simple to do, just like so. 2 fragments, 2 shards, and an empty scroll. This means that in total this is going to take 18 fragments. So yeah, you can price that up. Now that's how you make the aquite infused scroll. Now that recipe applies for all of them except with the respective shards of that type. So ignesite will take the ignesite shards. Now I'm in survival mode for this exact reason. When you right click, you will be given a speed buff as seen in the top corner. You'll have speed for a minute, just speed 1, very cool. So this is good for getting around, very quick, and that does take durability. There are 100 durability in one of these scrolls, so you see casting it once, dropped it down to 99. Now this applies for any of the other scrolls. Now if I just, is that feature no longer there? Okay, I will need some milk. So yeah, I'll just get a load of buckets of milk for this. Now the idea behind this mod is to improve on the vanilla potion effect system. So a lot of these things do rely very heavily on the potion effects. So the terite infused scroll will give you strength for a minute. Now strength is very good because it will allow you to do a lot more damage. See, one-shotting horses and pigs and stuff. Very simple to do. Very, very easy. I didn't one-shot that one, but you know, it's left to a chance. Anyway, so that's strength sorted. Next is the ventite infused scroll. This one will give you haste, so you'll be able to mine faster. If I sort of take out this area here, we get to mine very quickly, as opposed to when we don't have the potion effect. You'll not mine as fast. So good for mining, and again these aren't too expensive, so that's all good. And then we've got the ignesite infused scroll. This is more for adventuring in the nether maybe, or I don't know, mining near lava or something. It gives you fire resist. So this is good, it only costs a bit of flint, not too bad. So you've got fire resist now. So that's pretty much it for the scrolls, apart from one thing. They can actually be repaired using these fragments. So you see how this scroll is down to 99, you put a fragment with it, it will repair it. Now it doesn't repair it all the way. Now you'll notice I've just drained this scroll down to 34 durability. Putting 1 fragment with it will only increase it by 10. So yeah, you'll need a few to actually fully repair this. If you've sort of taken it down now, be cautious. You can actually repair it even when it's not necessary. Won't do any benefit, but that's just something there. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for the scrolls. They are used in some crafting recipes, but we'll get into that later. So you may have noticed in crafting that there are these blocks that you can make from the shards. Now, it's not like a traditional block. 9 of these shards will give you 4 of the blocks. So, yeah, these blocks are kind of useful for decoration. They kind of look like lamps-ish. Now, you'll see, you know, they kind of... They look pretty good. They're in HD textures. They look kind of cool. And they're made with the respective shards, just very simple. This endite we will get into, that is the end game sort of shard from my mod. Very progressive like that. So these will actually emit light as good as glowstone. If I sort of turn it to, I don't know, like there, you'll see they emit light. Just like so, very, very cool. So you can see all around, and these aren't too hard to break either. Yeah, be careful, the creepers will just take them out. It's ridiculous. But don't worry about it. I just don't get them blown up. So, yeah, lights up just like glowstone. Very cool. One more thing to be noted, these blocks can actually be turned back into the shards by just putting 4 of them in like that, and you will actually get a territe shard, or 4 territe shards back. Just like so. Or 9 territe shards. I don't know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying, really. So the next thing to note in this mod is these runes. You've got aqua, earth, air, and fire runes. These will, similarly to the scrolls, give you effects, but slightly different. As you can see on this one, it gives you a short burst of speed. This one is speed 3, whereas the scroll only gave you speed 1. So that can be used as some sort of like footpath or something, I'm not sure. I know on my multiplayer playthrough I've used them as a fast way to get down my mine shaft, so that's always good. The next one is the earth rune. And that one, whilst walking on it, will give you strength 2. Not strength 1, strength 2. So this one could be useful. I've had ideas to maybe use this in a wither fighting arena or something. So that's always something that would probably be a good idea. You know, getting short bursts of strength and stuff. This one is the air. This one gives you a ridiculous jump boost that will actually let you jump 11 blocks in the air. And this one will set you on fire. So yeah, the complete opposite of what the scroll did. This one will set you on fire for, I think, 5 seconds. So... it's not too bad. Maybe a bit longer. Yeah, maybe 10 seconds, I don't know. But yeah, so that's what the fire rune does. This will actually work on any mob. So if I just get some zombies here, you'll see that I will need to turn it to peaceful, or off peaceful. You'll see this guy actually has strength. So he was hitting a lot harder then. Yeah, so get wrecked, mate. Alright. I'm not sure if we can get a zombie to jump. I'm not too sure. So yeah, they'll definitely work speed-wise though. See, you just got a huge speed boost. Now, if I maybe just do a time set to maybe night, we will be able to test that zombies will actually maybe set on fire when they walk over this. They did. Yeah, there you go. See? It sometimes doesn't work, but apparently it does when it wants to. You know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, fire, you know, jump, and strength, and speed. Now, you can actually make some pretty interesting setups with this over here. I've sort of got a run jump track here. So you've got sprint, and then you can actually just jump up here. You see how this can work? Now, if there wasn't blocks here, you could probably launch yourself really far. I can sort of maybe launch over here. See? Pretty cool. Now, be cautious of fall damage. If I didn't have this and these wings on, which actually they're still working my inventory, so get rid of that. Just come here. Then, if I was to sprint jump this, then I would probably take damage. Yeah, so be cautious of that. You might want some feather falling boots when messing about with these. So now is the part you've all been waiting for, the endite, the end game sort of stuff. It's actually not that expensive, but it's still pretty, you know, it's not cheap. Now, if you look here, we've got these things called cores, and you'll know that they take an endite block, as well as 2 skulls, and 2 diamonds and 4 iron, if we're going to go into the detail. So, yeah, that's the same for all of the cores here. These cores are used later on, but this still doesn't explain how we get the endite. Now, to make the endite fragment, you'll know it's just an endite shard, the conversion, which we've already seen. So, yeah, we're going to need a more complicated recipe here. We've got this raw endite blend. Now, by taking 4, 1 of each shard, you'll be able, and an ender pearl, you'll be able to make 4 of these raw endite blends. These can then be smelted, right there, using any fuel. They will be smelted into an endite shard. So you'll see it's a bit more of a complicated recipe. And yeah, that's all cool. So the fragment, as you saw, is just a same old recipe. Now these cores, as you saw, they're crafted like so, but they don't do anything. Like holding them, not doing anything, I don't know, picking them up, who knows. They don't do anything, you can't wear them or anything. These are used for crafting later on better equipment, which we're going to look at now. Okay, so this is the equipment time. Now this is personally what I think is one of the coolest parts of the mod. Now you'll note here we've got these tools, and they are made as you would normally think a tool would be made. It uses these, it would have the sticks and then the material. You'll have just endite shards up here. You'll have a core, which is very specific to each tool. We'll go into depth on each tool, and as well as an infused tool rod. This takes two of any type of quartz, a block of iron, 2 endstone, and 4 infusion dust. This infusion dust is made very similar to the endite blend, but it's made with fragments and redstone. Once you've made the endite stuff, you can just use 3 endite and a redstone if you want to make the same amount of infusion dust. Not sure which one's cheaper, but it depends. If you've got more ender pearls, this one would be cheaper. Now, yeah, so that's how you make that. You've got the cores that we showed last time, a tool rod, and that's how you make each tool. Now, the hammer is made with 5 endite shards and an ignesite core. The shovel is made with a ventite core, just like the pick, and 1 endite shard. The sword is made differently. It's made with endite shards there and there, because we needed the core in there somewhere, and as well as 2 endite shards. So that one's made differently. Keep a note on that. But yeah, it's fine. This is the axe, the battle axe, which is made just like an axe would be, with 3 endite shards. Now we've got the bound armor, the infused bound hood, robe, leggings, and shoes. So this is these are robes basically. You've got this bound fabric, which is an endite shard and a leather, very simple, as well as a diamond and a ventite core. I would highly recommend installing not enough items, because this is a very difficult process without it. Remembering all these crafting recipes, I can't remember them. Now, yeah, the ventite core is for the helmet. You'll need a territe core for the chest plate. You'll need an aquite core for the leggings, and you'll need an ignesite core for the boots. Very simple. Now, you'll see here, I'll show you the tools first. So, if you hold the sword, you'll get speed 2 whilst you're holding the sword, which is really cool. And it'll run out as soon as you deselect it, so used for very, very good zipping around, sort of running around, killing things. The sword has 9 attack damage, so it's better than Diamond's sword, so I will just swap it out there and get rid of mine. So yeah, this is cool. I do quite like the texture of this one. It's one of my favourite things in the mod, and I do love it. These things can, I'm not sure if they can be enchanted or not, I can't remember. I don't think they can actually, I don't know. No, I specifically made it so that they can't be enchanted, but they can be enchanted with books. Now you see, these tools are very powerful with enchantments, like really powerful, because they don't actually have any durability. If I start killing some of these horses, they do not take durability. So yeah, infinite durability on these things. Now we've got the pickaxe, which I'll just put here. Now this pick will give haste 2 whilst you're wielding it, so this allows for fast mining, which is always good. The shovel does the same. It gives you haste 2, which gives you very fast shoveling. The axe will actually give you slowness and strength. Now the strength makes this very, very good. It's also pretty fast at chopping trees. It's designed as a battle axe, but it works just like an axe. You can't block with it either. Now the idea is this is it's a very heavy tool, because it's a battle axe. Now if we just chop this tree, you'll notice it's pretty good. But if we start killing some animals with this axe, you'll see how good it is. Now, strength is a really powerful effect. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. Now, yeah, so that's pretty cool. The hammer will actually, whilst you're holding it, will give you fire resist, and when you hit a mob, it will set it on fire. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, horses make the most innocent sound when they die. It's the worst, but there's not very many mobs around here. So anyway, that's the equipment. Very, very cool. I love it. Okay, next on the list is the armor. Now I've already shown you how to make it, and I'll show you what happens when you wear it. Now, if you put the hat on, you will get the haste buff. Just haste 1, plain old haste 1. Now, it doesn't stack with haste 2, unfortunately. I'm just going to get rid of that for a sec. So, yeah, you just got the haste 1, which is okay. Good enough, you know, if you don't have the tools or can't afford them, you know, whatever, you've got haste, at least, for any of your normal tools. Now, the robe, I'll show you these individually. The robe will give you resistance 3. Now, I'll just throw the full thing on. You'll notice it only gives you 3.5 armor bars. So this resistance actually works very, very well. I get a creeper and turn it back on to... Actually, I'll turn it on hard. Just for demonstration purposes. Alright. You'll see you can tank a creeper blast with this resistance 3. So this armor is actually pretty good. It just relies very heavily on potion effects. So... yeah, the hood, as I said, gives you haste. The leggings will give you speed 1. So permanent speed 1 as long as you are wearing this armor. And you'll notice you don't have any of the Persian squiggles, like, going everywhere. So that's alright. You got that going for you, I guess. And then the shoes will give you fire resistance. Now, you may be thinking, oh, permanent fire resist, it's okay, but it's probably pointless considering these things are pretty expensive. But not so fast. These things will also reduce, like, completely the fall damage. You won't take any fall damage, and I'm not wearing my wings. As you see, I am not wearing them, so they don't influence anything. So, yeah, no fall damage with these shoes. Pretty cool. So you're pretty powerful with this stuff on, and it does actually look kind of cool. I do quite like how it looks. So, yeah, that's the robes, I guess. Now you'll see the chestplate did take some damage. This does take endite fragments to repair, as you'll see here. Just like so, it will repair that. Now, if we have a look at the uses for this, you'll see the wait, what's happening here? Yeah, any bound robe. I don't know how much it actually repairs. I'd guess it's about 100 durability. The endite repairs. I can't remember. It's been a while since I looked at the code. So, yeah, that's going for you. I'm not sure if I made this enchantable either. It might be. No, I did not make this enchantable. Okay. So, yeah, enchants are going to have to be applied with books, and that is probably because most of what I've got on is very overpowered. Oh, not overpowered, but very powerful. If you've got enchantments on it, then, I mean, the axe, if you've got sharpness 4 on it, will easily one-shot anything. So, I don't really want these things to be easily accessible. Would kind of, like, sort of mess with the balance of how Minecraft is played. I don't want it to be so you just start up a world and you've got very powerful things, because these scrolls are very powerful as well, especially with the strength scroll. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this mod, to be fair. You can check the description for a download link or a forum link. Feel free to comment on this video, just telling me things that I could maybe fix. If you've got any bug reports as well, I haven't found any through testing, but bug reports are always necessary, you know, always good. And an update is actually coming very soon for 1.7.10. I forgot to mention this is a mod for 1.7.2 currently. Version 2.0 of this mod. Version 2.1 for 1.7.10 will be out shortly, and I will make a video sort of showcasing what's changed. But until then, I will see you guys next time.